Earlier today, okay, or earlier tonight, about an hour ago, me and the folks were watching the Xfinity Series championship race, and Connor Zilisch was running like dog shit all night long, and I made the comment that it was just going to be between him, it's going to be between Love and Allgaier. I knew by the midway point of stage 2 that Zilisch was not going to win this championship. The reason why is because he wasn't running good, and he just needed, the only chance he'd have was a late race restart, and I just didn't see it happening. Okay, here are Connor Zilisch's stats for the year 2025, okay? So we got 10 wins, most of all drivers. We have 20 top 5s, the most of all drivers. 23 top 10s, the most of all drivers. 8 poles, the most of all drivers. Over 1,000 laps led. He was second to Allgaier, only by a little bit. And he had an average finish of 8.1 or 8.0. It's more like 8.1, but he finished, just going to highlight this real quick, second in the championship. This is Jesse Love's stats, and these are completely accurate because I actually double checked these. Love would usually run about, 7th or 8th every week. Ladies and gentlemen, I really don't need to tell you what is wrong with what happened tonight, because everyone here knows what went wrong tonight. Connor Zilisch had one of the most amazing seasons we've ever seen in NASCAR history, and this comes from it doesn't matter what series. It doesn't matter. So did Corey Heim. And Corey Heim, I don't care how you feel. The fact that Corey Heim had to pass 8 people just so then he would win the championship with 2 laps to go in one corner just to win it all is absolutely asinine and ridiculous. I don't care. It was cool that he had to pass 8 people. I don't care. Because the fact that he had to pass 8 people is absolutely ridiculous. Not only that, he also dominated that race, and the only thing he did wrong was put 4 tires on while everyone else got 2 tires. It was the only mistake he did all night, even though in the end it actually wasn't a mistake because he did win the race. And keep in mind, I just want to make this known as well. Remember, there was a caution right before the yellow flag. Imagine that yellow flag comes out approximately 3 seconds later. Caution's out. After the white flag, the race is over. And Ty Majeski gets his first win of the season as the champion, and Corey Heim loses the championship by probably less than a car length. After winning 11 races, or 12, he won 12, I think, right? Something like that. He won more than everybody else, is all you really need to know, by a substantial margin. Then let's talk about Connor Zilisch. Connor Zilisch had a streak of finishing top 5. I don't know how many weeks in a row it ended up being, but he broke a record, okay? 11 or 10 wins, technically 11 with the 88 car. But he had 11 wins, or 10 wins, 17 top 5s in a row. NASCAR needs to change this format. And I hate to say this, if you like the chase, that's okay. But there are flaws to the chase format that we're just going to be back in this cycle a year from now if we have the chase. We're going to reset the points, and then one guy, you know how it works. The parity in this car is really close. And if you let a guy pull away in the first 26, that lead is erased. It doesn't matter what playoff points you get. His lead will be reduced, which is absolutely ridiculous. It has to be 36 races for the championship. For those that have never experienced a full season points format, okay, please do yourself a solid and check out many great championship battles, including 2002, 1992. What was the year with Labonte and Gordon? That was really good too. I think it's like 96, 95, somewhere around there. Watch 2002. It's the most recent one that's really good. Even 2003 looked pretty solid. I mean, Kenseth, yeah, he had the lead most of the time, but it didn't. At some points, he was really close. And/or Commander, watch the F1 2021 season. I know the championship race was a little fucked up, but literally that went over the course of the entire season. And this car, the car that we have right now in NASCAR, the parity is through the roof. For those that don't know what parity is, that means everyone is like really close and the skill gap is tiny. I'm not going to talk about stages because honestly, I wouldn't mind if stages stayed. However, get rid of the cautions on those stages. This is my main point, okay? NASCAR's goal when putting together the chase format was to improve the ratings. It eventually failed. Ratings went down, which is okay. There were other factors involved. Doubling down on the chase gimmick and having a postseason of some kind actually ended up hurting them even more, to the point where last week's race at Martinsville had a 2.35 in the ratings and was down 150,000 viewers. You can blame whatever you want for that. It was down. NASCAR says they expected it to be down, but my goodness, it has been down all year long. All that's going to be done if we go to a 3.34 is it's just going to go down again, and we're going to be Literally all we're going to be doing, guys, is spending the first 6 races already knowing who half the competitors are going to be in the final 4. I'm not going to boycott you shouldn't boycott watching the sport. I know your idea would be to not watch so then you can lower the ratings, but if you love the sport, you're not going to go anywhere. You're going to make your feelings known, and you're going to try and hope that things get better. Keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, I have been a fan since 2009. I never lived in an era where there wasn't a playoff. Keep in mind, I was born in 04. I have went back and watched these seasons happen. 2002, 97, whatever it was that Labonte won it, okay? These races, okay, in full season, they don't always end up being a guy pulls away. If you watch it naturally through the season, it's still going to be competitive week after week. Hindsight is the reason that many of these people think, oh, full season won't work because this guy will just pull away. Yeah, he might pull away in the last couple weeks because they have everything put together. For example, Tony Stewart in 2002, but the whole season he was not the points leader at all. Sterling Marlin, Mark Martin, all these guys battling for it the whole season. It would be so entertaining. It would be so fun. And yet we have to play up to the sponsors. We have to give them the most money. We can't just do something that would actually bring back fans who are no longer watching the sport. I bet if you tried to go out to somebody and tried to explain to them the NASCAR playoffs, they would be utterly confused. I bet if you went to a relative that you know that used to watch NASCAR and no longer does, they will tell you that the playoffs were definitely a part of the reason they don't watch it anymore. This is not hyperbole. This is reality. I don't even care who wins the title tomorrow. I want Hamlin to win because we need to go to a new era, okay? And honestly, I'm not going to be the one that's going to be nitpicking anything tomorrow because all the championship 4 guys, they've all had great seasons. Byron, Larson, Hamlin, and Briscoe have all had really good seasons. Now, unfortunately, for me as a Briscoe fan, if Briscoe wins the title, oh my goodness gracious, he's going to be the brunt of all the playoff shit. Because, yeah, Briscoe has not been the best driver all year. It took him about till the halfway point of the season to get better. Briscoe's actually second in Winston points. Yeah, and imagine that if he actually had a good first half of the year. Actually, Kevin Harvick's not happy. I don't even consider the Winston points. Hot take, I don't like people like fascinating about how the format, okay, or the Winston hypotheticals. I don't like it. Stage racing, they are not going to race the same at the end of these races with stage points, and they're definitely not going to race the same in the first couple rounds of the playoffs because they already have enough playoff points, so why would they matter? That's 6 races where these guys are just going to run around and at more or less lose probably, 5 to 10 positions based off what they probably could have finished if they actually gave it their all every week. You know what 36 races would do? It'd make these guys go all out because every point matters. Every point doesn't matter in a 36 race season, in a playoff era. You can say, well, the playoff points matter. Yeah, but does the difference between second and third and stage 2 matter at all when it comes to the playoff picture? No, only first to second. There's no reason for these guys to race. If they win a race, there's no reason for them to try and get second or besides, getting better playoff seating. I guess that'd probably be the only way. NASCAR has made it known. O'Donnell and they did their state of the sport spew, and they look like they're leaning towards 3 races, 4 races for the final round. What the fuck is the idea for 3-3-4? 12 or 16 get in, 3 races, half of them are cut out, 3 races, half of them are cut out, and then they got 4. But keep in mind, I just want to make this known too, even in a 3-3-4, we could have a scenario where a guy has 1 bad race in that 3-3-4, and that's it. If they're going up against guys like at Hendrick or whatever, they are going to finish top 5 every week. There is no way they're going to make that point. There's no way they're going to make up someone being perfect and running up in the front. Just look at Jimmy Johnson, man. Well, I'm going back to the full season Winston Cup thing, by the way. They wouldn't have ran the same, and the same thing goes for the chase. Jimmy Johnson, I have went through Jimmy Johnson's stats, guys. I despise the people that dismiss Jimmy Johnson, man, because holy shit. Jimmy Johnson was fucking goated. Honestly, hot take, probably deserved 7 titles. I would say Gordon, but honestly, I would maybe give him a bit of an edge over Gordon. I know, hot take of the decade. What you despise is some salad. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. You know this guy likes the playoffs. You know this guy likes it. It's hard to get a salad, buddy. I'm sorry. Your mother was stinking up the salad section, man. It was really hard for me to pick one out because my nostrils were just absolutely disgusted. My goodness gracious. Oh, by the way, for those that are interested, when we do our NASCAR 25 Creator League, which we are currently setting up, we are not doing playoffs. We are doing full season points. So, yeah. Guys, I love NASCAR, man. I really love NASCAR. I wouldn't play the video games. I wouldn't do all these things I do every week if I didn't love NASCAR. Know that everything I've been saying here today is out of love, because I think it would be the best decision to go back to full season points and hopefully bring us back to an era where NASCAR was actually thriving. Now, that ship may have already fucking sailed, but at least they can give the old fans what they want, which is what the old fans have been wanting for nearly 20 fucking years.